everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural, and this is Loving Whispers. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And I do have James with me. I have Renee with me as well. I'm going to go to James. James, you're on, bud.
Good evening, anyone. I hope everyone enjoys tonight's session. Really not much to say as an update for myself, besides I'm here, and it's a beautiful night, and I don't know. Glad to see everyone here. John?
And here's Renee as well.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'd love to see some feedback in the chat room if we can tonight on different things that we're doing. And I just want to thank the spirits for being here, but most importantly, thank you all for joining us on this journey and being a part of this. I feel very grateful, and I know that James and Dom do also. So thank you.
And for those of you that may be tuning in brand new to this series, you can actually join in on the group, the Loving Whispers group, Google Plus event page, which will keep you up to date when new episodes are coming out, or some of the findings are also released in there as well. You can find that link in the description below. We also have a Facebook page which is set up for Loving Whispers. I gotta look and see if I have that in the description. I'm not sure if I do, and if I don't, I'm gonna update that and get that taken care of hopefully this weekend. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I got Doppel, Judy, Ed, and anybody else that may also be tuning in that hasn't jumped in the chat yet. And without further ado, because we almost forgot it last week, I almost forgot it last week, I'm going to show you the findings that we found from last week's episode that we did, or session. I really don't know what to title these. I think it's session. You know what I mean? It really kind of is. But yeah, we're going to show you some of the findings that we had from our previous session, and they're pretty good. So if you guys haven't seen them, we're definitely going to show them to you. I know Ed, I appreciate the comment you left on it before, and I did see that, and I think I did respond back to you as well. But if I didn't, I do apologize, but I know I'm pretty sure I did. But I'm going to go ahead and play that for you.
I'm picking up a Susan. I'm hearing the name Susan. Is Susan either on the other side or somebody that you want to communicate with?
Yeah, okay, yeah. During my birth session, we clearly picked up a female voice. Could you please tell me who you are? Yeah, okay, yeah. During my birth session, we clearly picked up a female voice. Could you please tell me who you are? Would Jim be around tonight? Would Jim be around tonight? Would Jim be around tonight? Could you tell me your age, Lois?
Sechs Tipo.
And we're back. That's all the findings we had. We kind of showcased them, did them a little bit differently. And if you guys could let us know if you like that new format that we have, the findings that we're doing with. I did turn on the device, and again, this is the Phasm box. It's made by Extreme Senses. I think it's like $15, $14, something like that. But it's pretty reasonable for how much he has it out there for everybody. Yep, Jim is JamesG. Or no, Jim is not JamesG. Who's Jim? Jim is a good question. It's something we should be asking during our session. But I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Phasm box so you guys can hear it. I do have it so it's playing in the room.
And just to put it out there, the name Stephanie is coming to me, so I don't know why. Did she just say that's me?
Hello, any individuals or spirits that we may be communicating with? This is Dominic. I have James here, and I have Renee as well. We're doing our Loving Whispers session. Good evening.
Is there a Stephanie here with us tonight?
And we did get a name last week as well. We had Susan. We also, Renee is reading Stephanie.
Lois.
And then Jim. Jim was another one that came through.
Jim's come through a few times. Yep.
And again, these sessions, if you have a message you'd like us to try to pass along, or if you feel kind of out of place and you're not sure what's going on, we're here to try to listen for things that you have to say and be there for you. That's really our main focus with the Loving Whispers is to let you know that you don't have to feel alone.
I want to know if that's Stephanie. A Stephanie that's trying to come through. Do we have a Stephanie with us tonight? I'm seeing somebody with like medium length, curly hair, dark, presenting as being dark hair, maybe like a brown or a dark brown. Is there a Stephanie with us tonight?
I'm going to try to do this without giving us the... you can barely hear us? Is that what you just said? Let's see if that gives a little bit of delay for the... Yep, there you go. Give a little bit of delay for the Phasm box. So that works a little bit better.
Good evening, spirits. Can you hear me, or am I hard to hear as well?
James, ask her if her name is Stephanie.
Would your name be Stephanie? If it's not, could you tell me your name? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? I wonder what Dawn hears. Are you around Dom right now? If so, whereabouts are you?
Awfully quiet tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
We just had the new moon last night. I want to know, spirits, does the new moon affect you guys at all? Does it have any effect on you, the energy of the new moon or the full moon?
I'd like to make an acknowledgement as well. Renee, when you were asking that, there was a female voice that came through right as you were, right in the beginning of your question. I'd like to make a huge acknowledgement of that.
Okay.
It's almost sounded very whispering in a capacity of, I'm right here, is what I kind of heard. But I did want to acknowledge that. I hope people in the chat heard that as well. Phil, thanks for being in here, bud. Now, James asked, and I'm going to try to ask as well, and then we may even, depending on the answer that we get, Stephanie, are you here with me? Are you able to hear my voice? I believe I heard a yes, but it was very faint. I do apologize, but I am going to ask if you could try to say yes one more time. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go, Renee, go ahead and see if she's with you.
Stephanie, are you around me? I mean, I'm seeing you. I'm wondering if you're here with me. You're very faint, sweetheart. Can you try maybe a little bit louder, a little bit harder? If you're here with me, can you come and touch my shoulder? I want to say Stephanie had a little dog, too. Did you have a little dog? What kind of a dog did you have?
And just to make an acknowledgement, this device, we have it on the same settings. We use it every session. I haven't changed the settings at all. It is exactly the same settings. So it's very curious that we're not getting a lot of stuff coming through comparatively to the other weeks that we've been doing this.
She's very quiet, very soft-spoken. And I think she was soft-spoken when she was in the physical world.
If there's any individuals, that may be around Steph or Stephanie, I don't know if she likes the abbreviation, but if there's any individuals that may be around her that you kind of understand how to communicate, can you try to assist her in helping her to get her message to come through? I appreciate it. And Steph, I'm not sure who's helping you, but it sounds like you have somebody there that's willing to help you. Feel free to try to talk if you'd like to. Flick, it's nice to see you in here. Thanks for being in here. I can't really turn this up any louder. It's about as loud as it goes. Yep.
I'm seeing, like, Stephanie, like, you lived in, like, an apartment complex, like, maybe like, a senior citizen housing, and you had a little dog. Were you married?
Were you of any relation to the gentleman we keep picking up called Jim? Or do you know of him? Yeah, it is quiet.
It almost sounds like somebody's walking in a hallway.
And just something all of us together. I think we've kind of come through with this in the past, but try to space out our questions a little bit to give them time to answer. And sometimes they answer quick, but maybe just count to ourselves 10 seconds to at least give them time. Steph, is this your first time being here with us? Being able to communicate? Is this your first time? This is super strange. I mean, this is... nothing's coming through.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm also picking up, like, somebody had, like, neck pain on the left side. Did somebody have a broken neck? Either that or, like a neck, neck issues or neck surgery. I'm almost wondering if we need to restart it, Don.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that was interesting. James, why don't we actually let's switch over and have you do your burst session now, and then we'll turn this off. Give it a little bit of time to do what it needs to do. Maybe I'm gonna restart this too, just to see what's going on with it. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. I'm gonna restart the whole unit.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself, and Renee, if you'd like to mute yourself as well.
There we go. There we go. Got started. This is James. Start doing a burst session right now. Good. Hi, this is James. I'm wondering, is there anybody around me tonight, or around, actually, Dom or Renee, that would like to communicate with me? Could you please tell me who you are? No. I'm finding it's interesting. Like, the last couple of weeks, we've been picking up lots of answers or lots of communication. Why is it so quiet this week? Renee was saying she picked somebody up clenching their teeth, like a tight jaw. Are you really mad? Are you really upset? Or if so, could you please tell me what happened? What I've been curious about, gentlemen, we've picked up in the last couple of sessions we've done together, Jim. I'd like to know if he's around tonight. No, back to what I was asking there before. Actually, I forget what I was asking before. That doesn't matter. Now, if I'm talking to Catherine, did you have did you have something you wanted to say to Renee or Dom? Because we've been trying to kind of communicate with you. Is there something you'd like to tell me about carnage? What kind of carnage were you talking about? And who was talking about it, by the way? Yeah, like, was the carnage as in people? What was it? Well, I'm going to ask one more question, and I'm going to end the session here, and we will play it back. So, before I ask my last question, I'd like to thank you very much in your attempts to communicate with me. And then the last thing I'm going to ask, Renee is also seeing a fire, like a farmhouse. Did something happen? Did your farmhouse burn down? And to who's asking in the audience what I'm using for EVP, I am using my trusty old Olympus and my parabolic mic. And spirits, I'd like you to thank you very much for your attempts in communicating with me. I'm going to end this right now. Okay. And I'll plug this in, and we'll play it back. I hope it's set. Dom's not there, so if it's too loud or something, somebody let me know. I'll try to control it from here. Actually, Dom or Renee that would like to communicate with me. Too low. Can you please tell me who you are? Is it working? One sec, guys. Let me figure this out. I don't know. Okay. Sorry about that. I won't even tell you what I did. It's okay. There we go.
And we're getting things situated. He's working on the playback right now. James, you can hear me, right? No? Maybe?
Still? Answers or lots of communication.
Okay, and there's the audio. I'm going to get off.
Why is it so quiet this week? Here. Pick somebody up clenching their teeth, like a tight jaw. Are you really mad? Are you really upset? Or I don't get it. If so, could you please tell me what happened? What I've been curious about, gentlemen, we've picked up in the last couple of sessions we've done together, Jim. I'd like to know if he's around tonight. No, back to what I was asking there before. Actually, I forget what I was asking before. That doesn't matter. Now, if I'm talking to Catherine, did you have did you have something you wanted to say to Renee or Dom? Because we've been trying to kind of communicate with you. Is there something you'd like to tell me about Carnage? What kind of Carnage were you talking about? And who was talking about it, by the way? Yeah, like, was the Carnage as in people? What was it? Well, Well, I'm gonna ask one more question, and I'm gonna end the session here, and we will play it back. So, before I ask my last question, I'd like to thank you very much in your attempts to communicate with me. And then the last thing I'm going to ask, Renee is also seeing a fire, like a farmhouse. Did something happen? Did your farmhouse burn down? And to who's asking in the audience what I'm using for EVP, I am using my trusty old Olympus and my parabolic mic. And spirits, I'd like you to thank you very much for your attempts in communicating with me. I'm going to end this right now.
And thank you, James, with the burst session.
Don't ask me what happened there.
Yeah, maybe your batteries were getting drained from. I don't know. I mean, that does it does happen when we're investigating.
See, the first attempt I had it plugged in the wrong port. My mistake. But after that, I don't know. It was just kind of odd because I didn't really do anything to get it back working again. It just.
The one thing I did notice with your recorder
Yeah.
is it's very clean when you're doing the playback.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. You know, if we capture something in that, it's going to be a clean response. Normally with the playback, there's usually a lot of fuzz. So I'm not sure if it's because of the parabolic mic, or maybe the mixer has that tweak turned down a little bit. But that, I think that was part of it. I think it was working, and then we just didn't hear it was working because it was so clean throughout the audio.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I was panicking there. I was like, I could hear it on my end. Like, okay, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, no, because even when it was playing back, I go, you know, wow, that is really, really clean in playback compared to, you know, whenever we're really doing the burst sessions, especially on my end. My end, it's like, you know what I mean?
Well, this is the Olympus I usually bring with me. It's not the one I usually use in the burst session series. Maybe I'll just swap.
Yeah, I mean,
if this one's doing a cleaner job, that's good to know.
It was very clean. The audio was excruciatingly clean, which is good, and it's also bad because sometimes that's where they talk through. Sometimes they talk through the fuzz, the white noise per se.
Yeah.
But I did restart the tablet. Renee, did you have more things that you're seeing as well?
Yeah, I'm like hearing Drury, and I'm like looking it up online to see what it is, and I'm hearing it as like Druery. So it could either be like the word and the definition, or it could be a person's last name.
And I'm just getting this device all synced back in so the audio is loud and good.
Latin Banks on.
And I would say that's really loud.
Mm-hmm.
Latin Banks on.
There we go. Alright, we got some stuff coming now. Hello. Any individuals, if you would like to try to communicate with us, this is one of the I would say one of the best devices out there for communication with the application base, and we've gotten some great responses with it. I do have Renee here. I have James with me as well.
Good evening.
I think right before you said good evening, I heard hi. Yep. This is Dom right here. Now, is there a message that you would like to try to spread? Are you just here looking for others to be able to listen to you as well?
When this is Renee, and I want to know, when you're talking about jewelry, are you talking about like courtship, gallantry, and love, or like an object of love, or are you talking about a name?
We just about heard what you're trying to say. I heard you all. And I know it takes a lot of energy for you to come through and try to communicate. But we are trying to diligently hear your responses, trying to hear what you have to say.
It's Tom. Is that what he said? Hi, Tom. How are you?
Can you tell me where you're from, Tom?
A town.
Town. Whereabouts is this town?
I hear a lot of like footsteps in like a hallway. What type of a hallway is this?
How many other people are in the hallway with you? You only see a couple?
I thought she said 9.
Do you know these other people that are in the hallway with you?
Can you tell me what you guys are doing there? Are you waiting for someone?
Hi, sweetheart. I hear you. How are you this evening? Are we all going to meet up tonight later on?
Please,
Nice. What are we going to do? What do you want to do?
we can.
I heard town again in town.
Yeah.
And with,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to explain. With this application, how we're using this, it's on the Latin banks. So we're not. There shouldn't be actual English language coming through within the Latin banks. It's all in Latin. And the radio, the internet radio, it does stream internet radio, so you can do the sweep thing like the SCD-1 or, the Paranormal X radio. But that's off. We just have it on the sweep for Latin. I think we get the best responses with that setting. It's basic. There's not a lot of contamination from the radio stations and such.
If I come up tonight and join you guys, what do you want to do?
Can I come up and join as well?
You know how to astral project, my friend? I'm sure Renee would teach you.
There's always a time to learn everything, Dom.
Well, we all do it anyways at night when we sleep. It's just the fact of remembering what we did on when we crossed the veil. And I've been known to pick people up, and take them with me. I can do that.
I'll have my bags packed.
Okay.
Oddly enough, my whole system just started to get a lot of fuzz to it. It's kind of odd.
Who's playing with my cats again tonight?
Who's playing with Dom's mixing board tonight? Wow.
Yeah, it's buzzing.
I'm not hearing it on this end though.
Yes, we're a team.
We love talking with you guys, so anything you want to say, other people can hear you tonight.
You guys don't hear that?
No, not at all.
Sounds good on my end, Dom.
Really?
Yep.
Sounds like a freaking it's like sounds like when a balloon like loses air and gains air and flies away. That's what it was sounding like. It was weird. I don't hear it. I don't hear it now. That was really odd.
Let's go. All right, this is what we can do. Let's go find my private island tonight, okay? You guys want to go look for private islands?
Alright, so he's hearing fuzz.
Remember, he's on delay too, Dom. You fixed it since.
Yeah, that should be better. Everybody, you guys should be able to hear me a little bit clearer, right? I got 30 seconds.
Now, spirits and communication. I asked this before, actually a few minutes ago. Is there anybody around Dom tonight maybe influencing his equipment at all? Could I ask you why you're doing it?
Are you trying to turn it up so I can hear you better?
If you're having problems, try to tell us what we can do to make it easier for you to communicate. Is that the reason why you're playing with Dom's equipment?
Who's saying they want to go to Greece?
Yeah,
I heard that.
I just said Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to go to Greece? We can go to Greece tonight. Have you ever been to Greece? What did you do in Greece? Is it beautiful over there?
What do you think of the the Greek sculptures?
Take note.
To Rome?
I was just thinking Italy, that I want to go to Greece and Italy someday. Yes, to Rome.
Egypt. I want to investigate the pyramids.
I think that'd be great.
I don't know if James is going to be able to walk there, but
But
I'll bring a wheelchair.
Okay. Gas powered, I'm good.
Alright.
it,
It's only $3,000.
I
Nothing
think
there.
Greek and Italian food are my favorite foods. When we go to Greece or Italy, what do you want to eat? We'll go tonight. We can go tonight. We'll travel tonight. What would you like to eat while you're there?
You want food? How does that work? Can they eat things? I don't mean to be impolite. I'm just curious how that works.
I think it's more of the remembrance.
Do you like bananas?
I love bananas, James.
Oh, Dom loves bananas.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna say.
Parents used
Out of
to
the
call me the
blue.
monkey man because I used to eat bananas all the time. Yep. Long arms,
Out
and
of-
love bananas.
The blue.
I
can't stop.
see. Before you said that, I was envisioning the movie Hook, where Robin Williams is sitting at the table and the kids are eating out of these bowls and there's nothing in them, and they go, Peter, 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 you gotta imagine it's there. You know what I mean? Use your imagination, and that's what I'm thinking of when you were saying with them eating is maybe it's like
Yeah.
using their imagination.
Yeah, I think it's a remembrance thing. I think it's more of a remembrance. And I'm sure they wish they could eat, to actually eat again and taste the food and
Well, as long as it's not spicy stuff, I'm sure nobody ever misses that
yeah, Taco Bell.
that aftermath. So
Oh, now come on, farting is fun. We all know that. It's funny.
Well, I told you, Dom. Keep ice cubes next to the toilet or some ice cream. It'll cool you down.
ผู้รู้แบบครับ
I'm going to ask them now because now we've hit that topic of spicy foods and the after effects. Can you guys expel gas on the other side? Do you guys like, okay, do you fart?
Ring Manis etc.
Like, what was that?
Or another way you could ask is, do you feel like a human flamethrower after you go to the bathroom? Maybe a more blunt way of asking.
yes,
มีโนสทราวิ
who's coming? I heard you say, Dom, someone's coming. Who's coming? What the hell? My door's shut. I didn't even shut it. That was weird.
I'm going to try something.
Or are you trying to tell Dom something? Are you trying to communicate something over here? Okay, just wanted to ask that.
Okay, to the beautiful spirits, I am holding something in my hand. What am I holding? Can you see what I'm holding? Can you tell me what I'm holding? What did he just say? Can you repeat? Can you repeat that? What am I holding in my hand?
And not even we can see what it is.
No. I'm holding a cross. I don't know if that's what was said earlier. It sounded like that. So I wanted him to repeat it.
Now, any individuals that we're communicating with, we're going to be ending our session very shortly. We do apologize, but actually I'll be on tomorrow
หลับซุ่มเร็วค่ะ
utilizing this little radio right here, the Sony M37W. Is there any last things you'd like to try to tell us?
So after I go to bed tonight, you guys wait for me, and we'll go to Greece and we'll go to Italy, okay? Does that sound like fun?
I heard alrighty and you promise?
I promise.
Well, you better hold that promise.
I'll hold that promise. We'll all go together. We'll go like a big tour group, okay? And
Okay.
we'll fly in.
But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I hate when that happens. When you turn it off and something's coming through. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this evening for Loving Whispers. And don't forget, tomorrow night we have Spirit Box Weekly. We're going to be testing out this radio right here, the Sony SRF M37W. We'll be on our second week testing that, and we got 4 weeks that we usually test each device. Also, this upcoming Sunday, we do have a new episode of Interview with the Ghost Hunter. And this is an individual out of California with Lost Souls Investigations. They do a lot of charity in their area. And it's an outstanding, one of the outstanding person, one of the founders of this team. And they work as a team in the paranormal, and they go to soup kitchens, they go to homeless shelters, and they give helping hands. They also host events. If you're in the California area, you can find their Gold Rush events that they host once a year, and then they do a couple others. But that'll be Sunday at 9 p.m. on our channel here, Upstate Supernatural. And don't forget to check out Renee's show on Diversity Broadcast Network on Sunday as well. It is at 9 p.m. Eastern. But, you can bounce back and forth. Hers is radio, ours is, video, and there's a little bit of audio. But don't forget to check that out as well.
I have Danny on Sunday night from Danny Kloss from the Hinsdale House. So that'll be an interesting show too. So you guys will have to go bouncing back and forth, but mine's on till 11.
And also, as a note, the Hinsdale House, you can go to Live Sci-Fi on YouTube. They're doing a live streamed investigation of the Hinsdale House. They started it yesterday into today, and I believe they're doing it the whole weekend. So if you haven't ever checked out one of the live investigations with Live Sci-Fi, definitely tune into that and check that out. Definitely want to give a shout out with the Hinsdale. And yeah, I'm going to swing over to James real quick.
Okay. Well, I found it, I don't know, a very peculiar night tonight, though. I really did. Found it was quiet at first. We were both having issues, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually quite the exciting evening. I think I heard a few things, so I'm going to have to go review my tapes. But at the end, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up tonight. And I hope everybody has a great and safe night. And like and subscribe. Thank you. Tom?
And Renee, also for those of you interested, if you're interested in looking up more information about Renee, we've really gotten to see some amazing things with her along with this show. And you can find her on Facebook, Renee Marie, with Angelic Comfort. And you can also, Renee, if you'd like to give a shout out for your website, just so people can find you.
Sure. Excuse me. My website's www.angelic-comfort.com. And there's a contact page if you want to contact me. You can set up readings, energy work, anything like that. My email is angeliccomfort@yahoo.com. And I just want to say thank you, Dom and James, for this great opportunity to be able to help out with communicating with the spirits. And thank you to everybody who show up tonight. And of course, most importantly, thank you to the spirits. And I will be there tonight, and I'll grab James and Dom, and we will fly into Greece, and we will fly into Rome, and we'll have a great time tonight. And I promise, and it'll be good for you. And you can do this at any point in time that you want there on the other side. You don't have to have us take you, but we'll all go together. It'll be nice. So thank
Dom's
you.
paying.
Dom's paying. So we're gonna fly in. We're gonna be like one of them, and we're gonna fly in, and we'll have a good time. So just don't make me too tired in the morning. I have to work. So, but thank you, and love to all of you, and many blessings. Both the living and the non-living.
And thank you again, everybody, and we will catch you next week. If we don't see you tomorrow night or with Renee's show or the interview of the Ghost Hunter. Have a beautiful weekend, and enjoy what you're doing on your weekend. Hopefully it's not working, but maybe it is, and hopefully you enjoy that too. But we will catch you later.